How's it going, everyone? I want to make a video to talk to you about a couple things that have been popping up recently, or just stuff that I want to talk about in general as per the update video stuff goes. The first one would be the 24-hour live stream that just happened the other day, which went from Saturday 3 p.m. our time to Sunday 3 p.m. our time, roughly. I think we started a minute late, and I think we went down a minute after, so it was roughly 24 hours, which was good. So thank you to all those who showed up. At peak, we had, I think, 33 or 34,000 people, somewhere around there. And at a low point, which was probably around 3 in the morning our time, it was just under 10,000. So you can see where people started to go to sleep and then started to wake up. Right around the 7, 8 a.m. mark, we started getting a lot more people back in. So a lot of people from the United States were starting to wake up at that time. A lot of people from overseas were starting to get up or get to their computers at that time. So that was good. It was great. We had minimal problems, which was good. We had some problems early on, roughly about a half hour to an hour in, but we fixed it for the most part. And then there was another point later on, sometime early in the morning our time, maybe around 10 or so, I want to say, where we had another issue, but then we reverted back to what had fixed it before, and then we were good until the end of the stream. Actually, it was later. It was about 1:30 because we had about an hour and a half to go and we started having problems again. So that's great. That is the DDoS problem that's been plaguing us and a lot of other people. Some people have been able to work around that, and we've tried, but with several people in the house who are coming and going and visiting and whatnot, and with Comcast, who is our internet provider, being uncooperative at sometimes, it's kind of difficult to work around it. If it was only one person having that problem, it'd be a lot easier to fix, but unfortunately there are 4 or 5 of us here at a time, and then if we have people visiting, that's 6 or 7 if Sly or Spoon is here. So a lot of people seem to think that's just a very easy solution, such as resetting your modem or something like that. But unfortunately, that is not the case. If that was the case, that would be outstanding, but we have tried to get stuff done. We have a plan right now that kind of works. It's a bit of an inconvenience, but it still gets the job done for the most part. So that was working, and at least we didn't have a lot of problems. We only had a couple hiccups, which was fine. It's better than the whole stream being crapped on the entire time. Unfortunately, there was a 24-hour charity stream that went up a little bit before us, I think, and they were having some pretty severe DDoS problems. Not sure if they fixed that or not, but he was a trooper and kind of went through the whole thing. He kept coming back online throughout the course of the day. I don't know if that was completely solved because we were doing ours at some point during that time. So, whatever. They really don't care who they're going to go for, whether it's someone trying to raise money for sick and dying children or just people trying to play games. It doesn't matter, apparently. So, with that out of the way, once again, thank you for those who showed up, whether you were there for 12 hours, 24 hours, an hour, 20 minutes. It all helped. It all worked out. Hope you guys liked it. We got a lot of stuff done. It was a Halloween theme. People keep asking, are we going to do another one in the future? Probably, but I don't know when. As you can tell, my hair is kind of messed up. I may or may not look and sound kind of tired because a lot of people will say, well, you know, staying up for 24 hours isn't that bad. Well, when you feel like staying up for that long, it's not that bad. But when you're kind of forced to stay up for that long, and not to mention a lot of us wake up hours before the stream because it's not the easiest thing to coordinate your sleep schedule to wake up right before it. For instance, Jordan woke up at about 8, I woke up at 10, Dan woke up at noon, and I don't know when James woke up. So I was up for about 29 hours in total because I didn't go to bed until about an hour after the stream. So I was up for 29, 30 hours, which can suck, but are we going to do another one probably at some point? I don't know when. I don't know if it's going to be a themed one, but it seems like people enjoy the themed one. So that would be fantastic. But we'll see over time. I'm sure we'll announce it like this one. We had videos and stuff go up roughly 2 days before, I think. Something like that. 1 or 2 days before. Maybe a little bit more. I think Jordan had the first video to go up. So I'm sure there will be more streams. Hopefully ones with no problems. That'd be fantastic. But moving on to other stuff. Other not as important stuff. There's been a random sound occurring when I record stuff. It sounds like kind of a static noise, or as someone called it, the Slenderman noise, and while I was editing, I found out where it was at, because there are two different audio tracks. I have an audio track for game volume, which is just the straight game volume, and then I have an audio track for my commentary. It was on the commentary track, which means that it's probably my microphone, probably my headset, or probably the jack, the audio jack, in which the headset goes into. So, what I've done recently, I bought a new microphone, which comes tomorrow. I changed the headset jack. I use the one in the back of my computer now, and I got a different headset. So, hopefully that'll solve that problem. It's kind of annoying. It's like the second I get the sync issue done, where audio was desyncing, or at least I hope that I have that figured out. Once I get that done, something else pops up, and then I have to get rid of that. Now something else is going to pop up, so it's like, you can never truly win. You just do a little bit better. Alright, anyway, moving on. It seems like in any of these videos I ramble on for some reason and get incoherent. So I'll probably, hopefully, maybe edit that out. And we'll move on to the next topic, which is Assassin's Creed 3 and Sleeping Dogs DLC comes out, I think, for tomorrow. This should go up Monday. And Tuesday is when that stuff comes out. I'll be doing Assassin's Creed 3 stuff at some point during the day. I got mine on Amazon, which means I have to wait for the UPS guy to get here. Then I have to record it, then I have to render it out, then I have to upload it. So that should probably be up at some point later in the day for me, depending on if you're overseas or not. That's going to be a completely different time, but sometime during the late afternoon, early evening for me, hopefully the Assassin's Creed 3 stuff will be up. Apparently there's a Sleeping Dogs Halloween-themed DLC that's supposed to come out as well. I don't know if that's going to be on Steam or not, but perhaps you can tell me. I tried looking up. I didn't look hard, so I'm kind of lazy on that. But if you know if it comes out on Steam, let me know. Hopefully both of those will be going up tomorrow. If not, then at least Assassin's Creed 3 stuff, unless the delivery gets fucked up, in which case nothing will be going up that's new. And then I'll just work on getting the other stuff up whenever. So there's that. I don't know why the Sleeping Dog stuff wouldn't come out on Steam as well tomorrow, but it's kind of weird. Some stuff comes out on Steam during the same time, some stuff comes up earlier, some stuff comes up later. It's a pain in the ass, really, to try and track it, especially when a lot of the times I'm playing on PC now as opposed to Xbox, but I digress. Also, starting last week, pretty much a new game or two new things come out every week from last week up until late November or early December. I don't know when the hell Far Cry 3 is being released. The release date now on Amazon and other places says December 4th, but I don't usually recall major games coming out anytime in December, though I could be wrong. The last game that I remember coming out in December that I did was, I can't even remember the name of it, but I didn't like it, and Jordan eventually did a playthrough of it. I can't remember. It was about, it was like being in France during the Nazi invasion. A lot of stuff was black and white until you cleared the area, and then color popped back, and at least I'm pretty sure that was the premise of the game. It was like a third-person sort of adventure-type thing where you could steal cars and shoot people and stuff like that, so I'm sure a lot of you are going to know what I'm talking about, but unfortunately I can't remember the name. But yeah, that's the last game that I remember coming out in December that I've done. I may be wrong on that as well. There might have been other things that came out in December that I did as well, but that's the last major thing I can remember. But yeah, I don't know when that's coming out. Usually December doesn't have a whole lot of new stuff coming out. Most of the big games come out in November, as you would know, because most of you probably keep track of that stuff, but blah, 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 blah. Also, oddly enough, Black Ops 2, word on the grapevine is that, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, Black Ops 2, I hate Black Ops, I don't like Call of Duty, you shouldn't do it, but I don't have as big of a problem with the series as other people do. I usually do the campaign, I usually do some multiplayer, and then whatever, because I don't really not do games just because someone doesn't want me to do it. I usually do what I want to do, which is a good strategy to have unless that pisses everyone off, and then everyone leaves, and then I'm stuck with the channel by myself. But anyway, I digress. The odd thing with that is that apparently they don't want spoilers of the game to be uploaded to YouTube. Now, this may change, but it's odd that the Black Ops campaign wants to be kept under wraps and not have any footage of like cutscenes and stuff, when the bigger draw of the game is multiplayer stuff. A lot of people will get the game, not even play the campaign, just go straight to multiplayer and do that. But it's just weird that out of all the story-driven games that have come out this year, that's like the one game that, for now, doesn't want any cutscenes or stuff released. And for the most part, a lot of people don't want to watch videos that don't have the cutscenes in them. A lot of people, if they're going to watch an LP of it, or a playthrough, or whatever you want to call it. They want everything in there. Reactions to cutscenes and stuff, reactions to the story. But for now, that won't be possible. But on the same day, LEGO Lord of the Rings comes out, and I don't think there's going to be an issue with that for now. So, if that is the case, I'll just do that game, and then maybe do some Black Ops 2 multiplayer. I don't understand why they would do that, but then again, it's not my game, and I don't have a say in it. So there you go. But stuff can change. Maybe after it's been out for a while, they won't care, and then I can do it, but it's not a huge deal. There is a backup game, like I said. I was kind of choosing between LEGO Lord of the Rings, and Black Ops 2 anyway. And if I can't do Black Ops 2, then I'll just do LEGO Lord of the Rings, so it kind of works out. But it's just kind of weird to me that they would take that route and try and keep a game that's probably going to have a 5-hour campaign under wraps, but the multiplayer is good. That's, I guess, their major selling point, the multiplayer. So I guess they really don't care about single-player stuff. Anyway, that is pretty much it for this time. I need to chop some of this up and whatnot, but thank you for watching. Thank you for those who came out to the 24-hour live stream. And if we do another one, we'll be sure to let you know. But until then, talk to you later.